Somewhere in the back of your head, you're still waiting for the person who will fix it. The break that'll change everything. The someone who's finally going to show up and save you. I need to tell you something, and it's going to sting before it helps. Nobody is coming. I'm going to say the thing that this whole channel is built on. The thing underneath every episode, every lesson, every piece of advice I've ever given. Here it is. I learned that young. There was a stretch in my life where I generally had nobody, no family, nobody I could count on, no safety net, no one standing in the wings to catch me if I fell. And for a long time, I waited anyway. I kept thinking somebody will show up, somebody will notice, somebody will finally fix it. The waiting was the thing that broke me more than the circumstances did. Because here's the truth. Nobody's coming. Not for me. And the longer I waited for that rescue that wasn't coming, the smaller my life got. The more stuck I became. The more I cursed my luck instead of building my life. And one day, that finally landed. Nobody is coming. And once you understand that, it's the most freeing thing you'll ever hear. Welcome to The Useful Man, a channel about learning, growing, and staying useful in a world that gets stranger by the day. Life gets complicated. It doesn't have to stay that way. There are rules to everything, and life doesn't come with an owner's manual. You win when you understand the rules. Are you ready? Let's get back into it. There will come a day, and I won't dress it up, where that truth finally landed all the way down. Nobody is coming. Not for me. And I had two choices in that moment. The same two choices you have. I could let the truth crush me, or I could let it set me free. Because here's the turn. Here's the thing that took me years to understand, and it changed everything. Nobody is coming. It's not a curse. It's a key. So let me show you why. Because this is the most important thing I'll ever tell you. As long as you believe someone is coming, you wait. You have to. It would be stupid not to. If a rescue is on the way, the smart move is to sit tight and conserve your energy. So you wait, and you wait. And your whole life sits on pause, idling, while you scan the horizon for help that isn't coming. Believing in the rescue is the thing keeping you stuck. The hope itself is the trap. But the second you truly accept that nobody's coming, something flips. If no one's coming, there's no reason to wait. The waiting's over. And all that energy you were spending on hoping, on scanning the horizon, on being disappointed, it all comes back to you, free, to spend on the only thing that was ever going to work anyway, building it yourself. That's why I say good. Nobody's coming. Good. Because the day you stop waiting is the day you start moving. The despair and the freedom are the exact same fact. The only thing that changes is which side of it you're standing on. A useful man doesn't curse the fact that nobody's coming, he uses it. Because the moment no one's coming to save him is the moment he's finally free to save himself. Now, I want to be careful and honest because there's a version of this that's poison, and I won't sell it to you. Nobody is coming does not mean be alone. It does not mean trust no one, need no one, build walls and call it strength. I made that mistake for years. I decided that since people had let me down and hurt me, I'd never depend on anybody again. And I'll tell you straight, that's not strength. That's just a different cage. The walls keep out people who actually stand with you. There's a difference between two things, and you'll have to get it right. One is bitter, closed off version. Nobody's coming, so screw everybody. I don't need anyone. That one rots you. The other is a clear-eyed version. Nobody's coming to do it for me, so I better become capable. And then I can stand shoulder to shoulder with good people as an equal instead of waiting around to be rescued by them. The first one isolates you. The second one frees you to have real relationships because you're coming to them as someone who can stand on his own, not someone looking to be saved. So it's not need no one. It's be the kind of man who doesn't need rescuing. Big difference. One closes the door, the other lets you finally open it as a whole person. A useful man doesn't wall himself off. He becomes capable enough to stand on his own so that the people in his life are there by choice, not because he's clinging to them to survive. Here's what actually it looks like once it clicks, and it's quieter than you think. It's not a fireworks moment. There's no montage. It's just that one day you stop asking, when is this going to get better for me? And you start asking, what can I do about this today? That's the whole shift. From waiting to doing, from passenger to driver, you stop being the guy life happens to and start being the guy who handles what life hands him. And the strangest thing happens. The world gets bigger and you get calmer at the same time. Problems that used to feel like they needed a rescuer started feeling like things you can just handle because you stopped outsourcing your life to a hero who was never coming, and you started building the one man who was always going to have to do it for you anyway. You. I turned the worst fact of my life into a foundation of everything good in it. Not by pretending it didn't hurt. It hurt. By deciding that the pain would inform me instead of define me. By taking nobody is coming and refusing to read it as the end of the story. And instead of reading it as the beginning, the first line, the day, waiting stopped and building started. So if you're sitting there right now and quietly waiting for someone to show up and start your life for you, hear me. They're not coming. And that is the best news I could possibly give you because it means the wait is over. It means you don't have to sit on anyone else's shoulders. It means the one person who is always going to be able to fix this has been here the whole time. It was always going to be you. Nobody is coming. Good. So here's the one thing, and it's a small on purpose because this big idea and big ideas die without a small first step. Today, take one thing you've been waiting on. Waiting for someone to notice the fix to hand you to save you from and ask a different question. Not when will this get better, but what's the one thing I can do about it today? Then do that one thing, however small. That's it. That's how you stop waiting. One question, one action today. The building starts there. Thanks for spending some useful time with me. Why is it that every 10mm socket disappears first? I don't know where they go, but I'm convinced they're having a meeting somewhere. I'll catch you on the next one.